Hello my friends, welcome back. So lately, Mama Ida has taken a lot of flack. Her crime to be nominated by the president as ambassador to the UNEP, purportedly without her knowledge. Blah, 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 blah. Surely these critics have a lot of anger to go around. Now they're coming guns blazing at the poor widow. Lord have mercy. Don't you take this into consideration, they say. Ruto is trying to scuttle your daughter's political prospects. Don't you see? They pause. My friends, to them, Mama Ida should reject the nomination merely because it's a plot by Oburu and the president to fix the family and by extension, the ODM party. Listen in.
Hajaoza. Unasikia hati anapea bwana bibi yako kasi. Hata mahali Raila amelala. Ile ukijaribu kuchukua. Ukichukua hiyo kasi, hata sisi tutaweka question mark.
Raila's body is still warm, they say. Don't you forget you're still a grieving woman, damned to forever stay on the farm, to honor Raila's memory, lest it turn in his grave, they reiterate. My friends, these critics seem to conveniently forget that Raila himself got a more or less the same offer from the president, a consideration he took. Raila ran to be AU chair at the president's behest. So these Pharisees seem to have a clear case of selective amnesia. They choose what to forget and what to remember. See, back then, they egged Raila on. Contrarily, today, they are violently wagging their fingers at Mama Ida. Don't you dare take the job, they say. Shameless. Shameless hypocrites. These people are Pharisees. What a double standard. Or is it deep-seated hatred towards women, more so vulnerable ones like widows? Or is it possible that these people are chauvinists? Here's the deal. So the job in question attracts a salary of 2.5 million shillings per month, 5 official cars, 4 GSU officers standing on guard at any one given time, a diplomatic passport, and lastly, an office with a commensurate sitting allowance of 1.2 million shillings. My friends, no sane human being, not even one of Ida's caliber, should turn down such an offer. In fact, I venture to say that if she was a Kikuyu, the president would have gotten his feedback, and to the affirmative for that matter. Politics aside, let me argue for humanity's sake. To anybody who's ever lost a father, you know that his widow, your mother, would rather not be in his house or in that home for some time. Memories of the old times die hard. They linger, and this shadow a permanent feature. It can drive you crazy. So here's a story. 3 years ago, I lost my dad. My siblings and I are adults, so we already left home in upcountry for the city, majorly for higher learning but later to work. When we buried my old man, my mom was left home alone in upcountry to deal with the absence of her beloved husband, my dear father. His presence, through the pictures on the wall and shoes and suits in the closet, casted a permanent shadow. She does business, and so one time she mused that since on her way to the shop, she must pass by her beloved husband's grave. The grave is to her right. For months, she would focus her gaze straight ahead so as to avoid the gravesite, or on extreme circumstances, turn her head to the left altogether. My friends, the point is, maybe the best gift someone could give Mama Ida Odinga is a ticket out of the country, or an engagement to distract from the good old memories. Now, here's a political argument. There are some things you don't do for money, you do them for actualization. You can't tell me that Mama Ida is after money. Imagine for a second that Uhuru is dead, God forbid, and the president grant his widow the opportunity to serve her country at the same level as Mama Ida. What do you think would happen? Why do some Kenyans impose such double standards on Luos, clutching their pearls at any move, political or otherwise, that benefits Nyanza specifically, or any prominent Luo figure in particular? My friends, this country is cooked. If we are so inflicted with such ethnic brain rot that make us so brain-dead as to vilify a widow who, to the best of my knowledge, I stand corrected, hasn't even considered the nomination by the president, then we are done. We are so done. But here's what's astounding. Mama Ida is not even a politician. Yet one of the reasons they cite is that President Ruto used to insult Raila, to besmirch and tear gas him. Again, conveniently forgetting that at the tail end of his life, Raila worked hand in glove with the president. And to the Luos who are spreading these false narratives, who are imposing these double standards, why were you so happy when the president renamed Talanta after Raila? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. In my opinion, Mama Ida should take the job. To turn it down would be considered dereliction of duty. Additionally, it's not her responsibility to make Winnie and her brother happy. Those two adults, they can take care of themselves. Furthermore, the family can't continue to conduct politics in absolute. They can walk and chew gum at the same time, meaning Winnie can forge her own political career while in the same breath, her mother can serve her country at a different capacity without compromising her value. That would really honor Raila's memory. All that I've said above is subject to correction, because by the time of production of this video, I'm not privy to any information pertaining to Mama Ida's response to the president. Thanks a lot, everyone. Kindly subscribe.